on this YouTube channel, a place where I provide inspiration and information on how to live a stylish, healthy, happy, minimal lifestyle. In this series, I'm showing you how to transform your childhood bedroom into a space with a studio apartment vibe. Welcome to part 3 of From Childhood Bedroom to Studio Apartment. If you have not watched the first 2 videos in this series, I would recommend you click the playlist right here and go see those before you start. But if you want to jump right here in the middle with us, here we go. Big changes can make a big difference. In this step of your transition, you're going to be focusing on things like rearranging furniture, repainting the room, and any potentially large expenses like a new bedspread, a new piece of furniture, or any prominent pieces of decor. I want to remind you, like I did in the first video of this series, to not let obstacles stop you. This phase and the next phase of a room transition can get pricey quickly, but even if you feel like you can afford high-ticket items right now, I would recommend you set a budget for this project so that in the end, you don't feel like you invested too much money in a temporary living situation, because living at your parents' house in your childhood bedroom is not really a forever plan. You can take into account things like the fact that room color, that's not going anywhere. When you paint the walls, the paint is here to stay. But when you order a really beautiful mirror, that thing can go with you. However you choose to do it, set some kind of guideline in terms of money. In the spirit of sticking to a budget, I want to urge you to get creative. If you have a piece of furniture already that all you'd have to do is repaint it, go for it. Spend as little money as you can. Consider a secondhand situation like a garage sale or a thrift store. If you can't find something there, maybe you try Home Goods or Marshalls or Overstock.com. If that's still not working out, the next step is not West Elm. It would be a more budget-friendly place like IKEA, which I just want to note, I love IKEA furniture. My desk from IKEA is amazing. How you spend your money, how much money you throw at this transition is up to you. No judgment from me, but I really want to urge you to think about what purchases can go with you to your next living situation and which ones can't. When it comes to things like painting walls, you may be limited by your parents' rules, and I am not going to suggest that you disobey what their rules are. In fact, I think you should show your gratitude to them for allowing you to stay in their home by graciously respecting their request and finding other ways to compensate. One tip I have for walls to avoid paint or bring in a neat accent is to find a product like new wallpaper. There are 3 different ways to affix paper to the wall, and only one of the 3 would my parents probably allow, and this is really the best option, so I want to talk to you about what the 3 are so you don't accidentally buy the wrong one. First of all, there's actual wallpaper, which is that old-fashioned paste and stick onto the wall, and it basically destroys the paint. The second one is called strippable, and that's where you put it on and you can take it off, but when you take it off, there's probably going to be quite a bit of residue, so you'll need to wash the walls. It doesn't actually cause damage to the paint, but you will have to deal with that sticky. Third option is this. This beauty is considered peelable. Peelable means you put it on sort of like a sticker and it comes off. It doesn't leave any residue at all. It doesn't affect the paint. And I don't really know why people wouldn't go with this option, because it's the best of all worlds. And also it sticks really well. We were able to reposition it without having a problem, and I have had no signs of this peeling or threatening to come off at all. Covering an entire wall with this stuff could get kind of pricey, but it is an alternative option to avoid changing your parents' real estate, or it could just be a really fun accent wall like I'll show you right here. Once you've made the big changes in your room, move on to the next video, which is all about decor. If you want to support me in my quest to create for you full-time, go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in part 4.